Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakak Radash. This is y&ymission. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. y&ymission teaches the 100% truth as GMS Great Millstone. I'm going to bring out this video and some scriptures basically on Iran, okay? They're talking about in the coming days, they're going to be getting in Israel's ass, okay? And the week here in the U.S. is basically about to start, okay? So this week could be a very crazy week as far as all hell breaking loose fully. 2 weeks from now, months from now, I don't know what to predict. We know that the Lord sets everything up and he has everything prepared, but and it's not our job, okay? I'm a servant of the Lord, so my job is to warn. I'm watchman, okay? So I'm bring out some videos. This video and some scriptures about what Iran is saying. It's going to be coming in a couple of days.
The following warnings are for the people of Israel for the coming days. You should leave Israel. In the future, it will become inhabitable for you. In the past few nights, we bombed sensitive sites in Israel, and we possess a complete database of all vital sites there. We have a comprehensive target bank, and the Israelis must not allow themselves to be used as human shields. Avoid being near sensitive military sites, and know that your underground shelters will not be a source of protection for you.
Tahir, we've got that warning from Iran towards Israelis. Israel's also issued evacuation orders, hasn't it, for people in Iran, saying anyone living near weapons factories should evacuate. Is it clear to people?
All right, so you see them. They know that they're going to have to go all in. They know they've been betrayed by the U.S. With the peace talks. It's no more talks. But we know ultimately through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, that he's bringing this judgment, okay? The third woe, all right? So it doesn't matter what the heathen do or say. Their end is near, okay? So this is good news for, the men in his truth, that are sincerely in his truth, okay? And it's a warning, okay? But this warning is through the spirit and power is from the Most High, okay? And, men in the truth, servants of the Lord, men of the Lord, starting from the apostles, the elders, Great Millstone, GMS, all the way down, have been warning you, you 2/3 and heathen nations for decades, okay, about this day, about these last days, okay? And now they're coming into total fruition right now, okay? We're seeing this thing, these prophecies popping off the pages right before our eyes even more, okay? So we have the MOTB, okay? And then we have, the nukes, okay? And then Yahweh Shai comes, okay? So it's going to be a lot going on. Like I said, I don't know in what level, what capacity, and what order Yahweh is going to be doing this. None of us do. But we are to warn, okay? So you're getting a warning from Iran, okay? And the lady said, the anchor said that Israel has warned Iranian citizens as well about the targets they'll be striking. But one key takeaway from Iran said that Israel won't be inhabitable pretty soon. Okay, so that lets me know that they're already deciding that they're going to nuke Israel, all right? And we know Babylon the Great, of course, is going to get nuked as well, all right? Because they're going to jump in, okay? You see drafts, people talking about being drafted now and stuff, these Babylonians, okay? So things are going to get hectic this week, and rightfully so. It is about time. So we'll bring out Jeremiah 4:16. Make ye mention to the nations, behold, publish against Jerusalem, that watchers come from a far country, and give out their voice against the cities of Judah, right? So the prophets, okay, the servants of the Lord, men of the Lord, they're on the highways and byways, physically out in the streets, and on the information superhighway, which is the internet, have been warning you for a long time, okay, that this was going to happen, and they continue to warn you and bring out watchmen, okay, and let you know that what is going on, okay, make ye mention to the nations. So you other nations, okay, you Arabs, okay, Ishmael, you Chinese, Moab, okay, you Ammonites, Japanese, okay, you Hamites, North Africans, but majority African, okay, you what else, and you other you tribes as well, your house of Israel as well, okay, Jerusalem, okay, so the warnings went out, okay. Most High is got his men out there on the scene and letting you know, giving you the breakdowns, okay. It's not going to be no excuse, okay. Everybody has gotten a warning, okay. As you see that Ishmaelite warning for the couple coming days, what's going to be going on in Israel and what's going to be happening and what they're going to do to Israel because of the strikes that they provoked. This was provoked, but we know that the Most High did that, right? Okay, good. What is that? Ezekiel 33:3. If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, okay? If when he see the sword, so right, the men of the Lord, servants of the Lord, see the sword. Sword is judgment, death, destruction, guns, actual literal swords, weapons, okay? Come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, right? And that's the job of a servant, okay, of the Lord, okay? A watchman of the Lord, okay? The prophets will do that, okay? They're going to let you know what's about to happen, okay? So the blood can be off our hands, okay? You 2/3 and you heathens, you fail to realize the deep shit that you're in, not only physically but spiritually, okay? And you fail to take heed to the words that are being broadcasted on the information superhighway, which is the internet, the YouTube, and on the highways and byways, which are out there on the streets, okay? You see men in these garments, okay, prophesying, okay, you turn the other way, you cross the street, you swipe left, you swipe right, you don't want to hear it, you try to science everything away, you try to listen to Esau, put your trust in this man, okay, you see the northern tribe getting deported left and right, okay, and embarrassed, okay, so, the sword is upon the land right now. You see two political leaders get murdered, okay, their wife and husband, okay, get murdered. You see murders going on out on Las Vegas Strip in the open, okay, that northern tribe shot two southern tribes, okay, so-called Latino shot two blacks or African Americans, okay. So you see it's a lot of division, okay. Most High Yahweh Shah is bringing the sword, okay, not peace, all right, in these times. So these are the things to be expected, all right. Ezekiel 33:7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, right? The house of Israel, okay, so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You a hard-headed bunch, okay, stiff-necked people. You niggas don't listen, okay, but you're gonna learn, okay, and the Lord can show you. He's gonna show you all better than we can tell you, okay. We're warning you, but the Lord Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, they're going to show you better than we can tell you. And that's what you all need, okay? A hard head makes a soft ass, okay? And that's what you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American 2/3 need, okay? You need to get messed up. No death by pain. All right, because you fail to take in consideration, you fail to come back to the Heavenly Father, okay? And we know ultimately the 2/3 are destined not to get it, okay, to be blinded, okay, to be destroyed. They were born in vain in these last days. We all know that, okay? But Through spirit power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, is still certain men's job to warn the nations, you heathen nations, and to warn the house of Israel, which is you so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians, okay? Therefore, thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me, right? So Yahweh is not going to come down here and speak to everybody. He's not going to have a kumbaya moment. He's not going to have a sit down, Yavana fix my life situation for you motherfuckers, okay? He has men, okay, that he has handpicked from the beginning of time, okay, and over different lifetimes, okay, reincarnation, regeneration, that have been doing this job. That is their only purpose, and that's what they're back in these last days to do, okay? And they're doing a damn good job of it, okay? Everybody else, 2/3 and heathens, on the other hand, are going to be destroyed because they're destined to be destroyed. And ultimately the men of the Lord, service of the Lord, the prophets and whatnot, they're fishing for the elect, for Yahweh, okay, in these times. But everybody's going to hear what's going to happen. Everybody's going to get the warning, and it's up to Yahweh who he will have mercy on. He will have mercy on who he's going to have mercy on in these last days, okay? Okay, Revelations 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Okay, who is that? Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu. Okay, his lying ass. Okay, and now he's trying to butter up the Trump, okay, for his birthday, and the military, U.S. military, because he wants them to join into the fight, okay? They are not the real Jews, okay? Or they're not Israelites, okay? They're not the chosen people, okay? They are heathen. Netanyahu and his boys over there, okay? Those people over there are heathen, but now you have Ishmael warning you to leave, and we know that this is prophecy fulfilling too, okay? The time of the Gentiles, okay? Israel will be trodden down until the time of the Gentiles, okay, has ended, or it's going to end, roughly paraphrasing. And we're at that moment right now. So you got Ishmael telling you to leave, okay, and hiding under, bunkers and different places in Israel will not save you, okay. So Ishmael is telling you to leave, okay, and we know ultimately that land is going to be destroyed, but also built back up, but not Babylon the Great, okay. So these revelations, things are coming and happening. Ezekiel 38:4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Right, put them hooks back. So those peace talks and all that type of shit. Okay, Israel jumping a gun. Not really listening to Trump. Okay, we know that's all theater. We know the world is a stage. Okay, and we know that a lot of this stuff is already pre-planned months in advance. Okay, and they already know what they want to do. They just have to act it out. Okay. And the men of the Lord, servants of the Lord, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone all the way down, are telling you, we're giving you the script. They're acting out. The heathen and the 2/3 are acting out the script, okay? But we're actually reading from the manual, the directors. We got the director's cut, okay? We know what Yahweh is going to do, okay, because of these scriptures, because you have men of the Lord that are tapped into the spirit of Yahweh, okay? Men that are, Yahweh has entrusted this information and knowledge on different levels too, okay? So we're reading the script, okay? You 2/3 and the heathens are living out, okay? Living everything out, all right? Playing everything out. So the world is a stage, right? And Yahweh, this is his movie, okay? And we're nothing but, actors, okay? In his movie, okay, extras, okay, so to speak, okay. Ezekiel 38:4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. So those peace talks, no. Israel jumped the gun, nope. They're not gonna be, nothing's gonna come of those peace talks that they did or were trying to do, okay. Yahweh has it set in his mind to bring these nations down, okay, and that's what we're seeing right now. And all of them are going to have all types of weapons and military equipment. Okay, they're bringing it forth right now. Okay, ready, handling guns. Okay, talking about this draft and stuff. So these nations are going to fight. All right. Jeremiah 15:45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord. Okay, that he had taken against Babylon. Okay. All right. And it says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay. Right. So the least of the flock is who? Israel, right? Israel, that are Benjamin Netanyahu and his boys, okay? Those heathens over there, okay? Those Edomites, the Amalek, head tribe, okay? All right. So they are not the chosen people. Okay. They're the least of the flock, okay? And now they're going to draw the bigger nations, okay, stronger nations into that. Already, Israel's begging for bunker buster bombs, okay? They're begging the U.S., okay? And they're going to eventually get them, okay? U.S. is going to be drawn into this, okay? And then that's going to draw Russia and China and North Korea and everybody else into this madness, okay? All right? But we also know that this is punishment, okay? So it says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. And that's who? Israel, okay? Ezekiel 38:5, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them, right? Okay, that's those Arab nations, okay? They're going to get together, okay? Persia, who you see Iran right now, that's Persia, okay? All of them with shield and helmet, right? They're ready to fight, right? Ready to get it on. You have some of them bitching out right now, try to act like, they don't want any smoke, and they try to take Esau's side. But we know things are going to go left very quick, and they're letting you know, both sides are letting you know that this week is going to be detrimental, very telling, and very woe, okay, very destructive this week, okay? So that's what we're expecting. We're going to see how things play out. I know I am speaking to myself first and foremost. Joel 3:11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, okay? Gather cause the mighty ones to come down, right? So Most High is telling them to assemble themselves, okay? And that's what they're doing, okay? Come all ye heathen, gather yourselves together, right? Get yourself together, gather around, okay? Because he wants to ultimately judge them, okay? And they need to be judged. They need to get the hell out the way because the house of Israel, the true house of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're about to be in charge, but not you 2/3, okay? Not you hard-headed niggas, okay? You are not about to be partakers into being the first fruits, okay, in this time, because you all are siding with these nations, and particularly Esau. You want this kingdom to still go on, okay? Jeremiah 50:14, put yourselves in array against Babylon, okay, round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, right? Bending the bow, that's those missiles, okay? You see hypersonic missiles being used. You see target other missiles, shooting down missiles. Bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she have sinned against Yahweh, the Lord, okay? And that is who, okay? Babylon the Great, Babylon, okay? America, okay? Put yourselves in array against Babylon. That's what's happening, okay? Roundabout, okay? So they're going to surround her, okay? All ye that bend the bow, okay? Then they said they had some Chinese warships, or no, they said that they had bombers, Russian bombers, not too far from the Alaska coast in Russian territory, okay? Off the U.S. in the northern hemisphere, far northwestern hemisphere, off the coast of Alaska, Russian bombers, okay, ready to come over here. So you see people having dreams and whatnot, okay? And these ICBM missiles, okay, these hypersonic missiles, okay, they're these re-entry vehicles, okay, these nuclear missiles, okay, they're all going to eventually hit America. And they know that they have to hit America hard, okay? And Iran knows that they got to come at Israel hard, and they can't be pussyfoot no more. They've been pussyfooting for the last 5 years, but now it's go time, okay? Most High put them hooks in their jaws. Ain't no turning back right now. So I'm excited about everything and about this week. I want to see how this week handles and goes out. They said also gold has went up. I haven't checked it, but spot gold is going up. We know through spirit power Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's the Most High's currency. Gold and silver, and his currency has been depressed. Okay, it's been manipulated. It's been pushed to the bottom, but it's gonna make a return. Okay, and so are his men. Okay, the men of the Lord, servants of the Lord, the prophets. Okay, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone all the way down. Okay, those men are gonna get their just due pretty soon. So I just wanted to bring that out. Okay, the warnings have gone out. Okay, the men of the Lord, servants of the Lord have blown the trumpets. Okay, starting with Great Millstone, GMS, all the way down, all apostles and elders, bishops, and prophets, GMS, Great Millstone have been warning and blowing the horn. Okay, the warning has went out, and we're telling you. I told you what was going to happen. Okay, I told you who was the synagogue of Satan right now. That's Amalek. Okay, Most High says he's a liar, okay, and he is, okay, and he wants to get everybody's, the least of the flock, which is Israel currently right now, drawing out all the other nations to fight. Okay, so you've been warned. It's no excuse for nobody, okay? And may Yahweh have mercy on who he's going to have mercy on, okay? So with that, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shah, B'Shem, Rakak Radash. Shalom.